Guess who made it home? Guess who? I keep looking at him in the video because I can't. I feel like I'm dreaming. Ezekiel made it home last night. He had the longest journey of 47 days he was missing, and our Ezekiel is back home. I'm pretty sure he feels, I don't know what he feels. I can't say I'm pretty sure, but I have to tell you a little bit of how this happened. And this is just going to be one long shot video. Uh, I can't wait. I just have to put this up because I did talk about it on some of my other videos of him being missing and how devastated I was. The night I came home that he was missing, I had been gone for a night, and I came home, and Motorcycle Man said to me, Ezekiel never came home for dinner. And I was like, I was devastated. I had to, the way I dealt with it is I just went to bed. It was, the middle of the afternoon, and I just had to sleep because that's what I do. I avoid. And I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, we slept on the sofa that night to wait for him because sometimes, like they stray away. They maybe, I don't know. He was distracted and strayed away, and that he would come back at night. And that's what we were hoping. And so we slept on the couch, and I had a very, very vivid dream that night that he came home. So vivid that when I woke up, I said to Rich, Motorcycle Man, he's home. He made it home. And Rich said, no, he didn't make it home. And I said, yes, he did. And I didn't believe him. And I ran upstairs to see if he was on our bed because he also likes to lay there, and he wasn't. And I was like, that was a dream. It was so real. And so the days that he's been gone, I would go on walks and I would say I was leaving my scent in the neighborhood. We drove many a times through the neighborhood calling his name. Even as recent as Sunday, this past Sunday, we were on the other side of the neighborhood calling his name. It would be mealtime. I was missing him greatly at mealtime because he was always the first to dart in and eat. And I'd say, Ezekiel, you're missing your dinners. You're missing your dinners, buddy. Little man. I call him my little man. I had signs around the neighborhood. I never had the feeling that he was eaten by a predator. We have coyotes, we have owls, but I always had this feeling he was out there, that he was trying to get home. And I had at least 5 other dreams that were very, very vivid about him coming home. RJ had a dream about him coming home. Dylan had a dream about him coming home. He was very, very heavy on our hearts and in our minds, and we were dreaming about him, and they were always good dreams. They weren't bad. And my last dream was he came home very skinny and full of burrs in his fur. Now, he didn't have burrs in his fur, but he's very skinny, and he smells like motor oil. He must have been, I don't know if he got locked somewhere. I wish he could speak. I really do. I wish he could tell us his story, but he smells like motor oil. He's very thin. He has no apparent injuries on him. He's not hiding. He's sitting in his favorite spots. Now, he was very, very vocal when he got home. He was yelling and yelling and yelling. Like it was a meow I had never heard. It wasn't a painful meow. It was a meow like I have so much to tell you. And he was pacing around the house, and he was walking a little disoriented. But he finally calmed down. He finally settled in. He drank water. He ate food. I haven't seen if he's gone potty. We have 5 cats, and they all use a huge litter box. And today my mission is to make sure I watch him go potty. I know that sounds crazy, but I have to know his kidneys and his body's working. I don't want to take him to the vet right away. I feel like it would cause further anxiety and trauma. So I'm going to monitor him and make sure he's eating, drinking, and going to the bathroom. And right now he's recovering. He's recovering from a long journey. And the way he got home, and I really don't know how he got home, but they have these skills to find their way home. I've read all about it. And Man Cub was riding his skateboard, Dylan, out front last night, and Rich and his parents Mama Bear and Papa Bear, my parents too, were sitting out front talking as they do, and Rich was making his way back home, but Dylan was on a skateboard about 3 houses down, and Rich could hear Dylan talking to someone, and he's like, who's he talking to? And he got curious, and he walked out to the sidewalk, and he saw Dylan carrying a cat. And we have a cat that looks a lot like Ezekiel, but a much more butterball version, Luna. And Rich thought that Dylan was carrying Luna, and he thought, why is Luna down there? Because Luna stays very close to home. She doesn't go 3 houses down. And then Rich said something like about Luna, and then he realized it wasn't Luna, it was Ezekiel. And in the meantime, I was upstairs rearranging our bedroom, making a YouTube video about it, the summer arrangement, cleaning, rearranging. I have to tell you this too, because I feel like it's somehow linked. I've been missing this necklace. Let's see if you can see. Can you see what that is? It's an egret. I don't know if you can see it. An egret and a moon. And this necklace I had commissioned and made to represent my grandfather. Every time I see an egret, I think of my grandfather. And I've been missing this necklace for over 6 months. And I was so devastated about that as well. Like, how can I lose this precious necklace that I had? It was handmade. And how did I lose it? Well, when I was rearranging my bedroom, I moved a big dresser, a tall dresser, and it was hanging on a nail behind the dresser. So about an hour before Ezekiel comes home, I find this necklace that represents my grandfather. And I was super excited about it. And so I'm up in the room cleaning, and I can hear Motorcycle Man yelling my name frantically. Not a regular, no regular yell. It was frantic. And I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Do you need me down there? And he's like, yes, you have to come now. You're never going to believe this. As soon as those words came out of his mouth, you're never going to believe this. I knew Ezekiel was home. I knew it. So I came down. The emotions were so high. They were beyond tears, if you can imagine. Like, when I got married, I cried every wedding. But when I got married, I didn't cry. And I was like, it was like a dream. It was like I kept holding my head like, how is this possible? How did he do it? I mean, I knew he could do it. I had all the faith. I had all the faith. I haven't even been able to sit in the coach and be in the coach like I used to, because this is my coach buddy, my coach cat. He would always come in there with me and sit while I would draw and read, and he would just be by me. And it just didn't feel the same going inside of there. And I mean, I have been in there here and there, but I can't just sit in there like I used to, because this is my buddy. He made it. It's like a miracle. It is a miracle. And I had to tell you. So, welcome home, buddy. I love you, and I knew you could do it.
Zeke, buddy. Zeke.
Honey.
You just said a bad word.
Yeah, he's.
Honey. There you go.
It's really Zeke.
Oh, it's Ezekiel. It's him. He's skinny bones.
Oh, man.
And
Buddy.
I never stopped believing. Even today, I was thinking about him, you guys.
I hope he's so well.
Oh, someone took him.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Someone took him just
No,
like I
why didn't
did.
they feed him?
Because he was journeying a whole month home.
Oh, okay.
He was finding his way home.
Okay.
Oh,
That's your story.
No, I know. That's what happens.
It's like that dog.
But Dylan just found he was almost home.
Where was?
He was down. Dylan saw him down the
He's
street.
only about four houses down or so, five.
He was almost here.
He was skateboarding down that way.
Ezekiel, oh my gosh. No.
Lock the doors.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
We kept saying, I
can't believe it.
Yeah, you should try to. Yeah, get him to the vet. Yeah, and see.
If he's okay.
He's got such a a dent.
Yeah, you don't.
Don't overfeed him, Rich.
Yeah, no, this is just one
Yeah.
Can.
one can.
As long as it gets water, I'll get him to the vet tomorrow. Oh my gosh.
Thank
RJ's
you
gonna
for
flip
bringing
out.
home me.
Oh my gosh, I'm up there
Did you find
cleaning
the
them
one when you
around,
spotted
doing
him?
this stuff.
So yeah, how did it go down?
When you brought him in the door.
Ezekiel,
I set him down in the water so he
Oh.
could drink.
And where was he? Like in a yard
He
or
was just in the sidewalk.
on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
No,
Was he heading this way?